So before we move into the final round, we are going to have Emotional. Do you want to do one more interlude for us? Then we're going to have Jesse do our thank yous and let everyone know how much we appreciate it. So come on up, Emotional.
What y'all want to hear?
Hey, do that when you move down South Point.
Yeah. So let me tell you about me. I'm from New Jersey, right?
Where's that?
I'm from New Jersey, right? But I was once a troubled child. I was big rap figure. Long time ago. And my mother sent me down here. So this is a poem I kind of wrote off of that. So here we go. Come with me as I take you on a journey to a place located on the eastern coast of the map, right between, if you know where it's at, right between the northern and western hemisphere. A place I once called home. A place with the high cost of living and the high crime rate. You see, we call it the Garden State. You see, growing up in the streets of New Jersey was oh so rough. You see, you had to know how to fight walking home from school. The streets was oh so tough. Never paid attention in class and always broke the rules. I thought I was just that tough until I got myself in some big trouble, scared for my life. My mother was like, look, this is way too much. You see, I'm sending you to South Carolina to your uncle for the next 2 months. So I went to the South and did my time. Ready to get back home so we can do what we do all over again like it's all brand new. But I heard the Lord tell my mother in my dream, nah, this isn't true. And you see, my mother was like, you see, I don't think you need to come back to New Jersey because the way you was acting, you see, I might just have to kill you. And I believe you staying in the South is best for me, but it's also best for you. Right there, who knew? A city boy would go country. You see, they say the country road doesn't lead you home, but it leads you to a bigger place. You see, the country road didn't lead me home. It led me to what I think was the smallest town in South Carolina. It led me to a bigger place. It took years before I realized this is where I needed to be. You see, this was just a better place. A better place for me to achieve every young man's dream, which is just to put a smile on his mother's face. You see, I'm not here because I want to be here. You see, I'm here by grace. But let me tell you guys about my first Saturday morning so I can go home. You see, my aunt woke me up about 6:30 in the morning. She fixed me some grits. She said, boy, when you finish eating those grits, I need you to go outside and cut that grass. And I looked at her and laughed. I said, she must not know where I'm from because where I'm from, we don't cut no grass. And it's also Saturday morning, but she was quick to tell me, boy, watch your mouth. And let me teach you your first lesson in the South. You see, nobody cares about where you're from. It's all about where you're at. And right now, you're in society in South Carolina and around these parts, we burn trash and we cut grass. Just for your slick mouth, you also go do those dishes too right there. I was singing up an innocent man's prayers and ungrantable wishes. But I've realized that ever since my adolescence, that everything I've been through in life has been preparing me for today. You see, my life is of the essence. And my transition to the South has put me in perfect position to do what I am called to do. They call it my mission. My mission to submit my soul to all those who give me about 30 seconds of their time to listen to me tell my life story and how I sometimes make it run. You see, at times I was confined in the country mind, not understanding why country people always like to wave and why my aunt and uncle always made me wave back in line. Walking to the country store, we cried Karen, just thinking why everyone in the South seemed to go to church like it was some type of entertainment. See, at times I was bored out my mind. I would read the books of Songs of Solomon, Proverbs, and Psalms just for my mental entertainment. Not knowing those were poetry books in the Bible. Now 10 years later, I'm just a walking poetry book living by the Bible, and I call it the countryside of me. You see, the countryside of me has planted the seed in me, and the seed has grown to be a huge poetic oak tree, spitting concrete words and branches and beautiful metaphors and similes like leaves. This planted seed has been the key to my poetry. Thank you.